Hello folks, this is Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing here in Dallas, Texas. I just made a video about the Air Dual Action Polisher and I made a claim. If you're just simply going after swirls, spider webs, holograms, restoring shine and gloss, and maybe some fine scratches off the paint, which by the way will please 80% of the buying public with daily drivers. You don't have to spend a lot of time on the panel to do that. And swirls are the easiest thing to remove off paint. If you notice, a lot of these fancy dual action polishers with large throw, you know the nickname they give them? They're the swirl killer. Well, that always made me laugh because swirls were the easiest thing to remove from paint in the first place. You notice they don't call them deep defect killers. The dual action polisher, even the large throw, is a beautiful machine. It will do exactly what any other dual action polisher will do as far as removing swirls, spider webs, holograms, restore shine and gloss, and some fine scratches off the paint. It will just do it faster. How beautiful of Rupes, Griots to make those machines. But that's basically what a dual action polisher does. That's what it was designed to do. What I have here, I took 1500 grit sandpaper. This is 1500 grit 3M, just to speed the video along. I got some water here. I just scratched up the surface of the paint. I'll bring you in to look at this thing. Let me pick up some of this water I just spilled. Now I took the 1500 grit, went lightly over this one area. It's 1500 grit. I made an area maybe a little bit bigger than my hand because I want to speed this video along. Let's take a look. We come over here. There's the sanding marks, 1500 grit. How nasty. That's 1500 grit. Typically with a dual action polisher, let me put you back down, folks. So sorry. Typically, sorry, what a miserable fail. I'm shaking you guys all over the place. Typically with a dual action polisher, we would never recommend you stop at 1500 grit. We would tell you to come all the way back out to 2500 grit to remove those marks to make your life easy, because we all know the power of the dual action polisher and what it's capable of doing. That doesn't mean if you had 2000 grit or maybe even 1500 grit, you took a Rupes and you sat here and you went 8 or 9 section passes super slow with a microfiber pad and aggressive compound, you might get that up. I know some people that can. I am one of them. But I don't want to sit here for 5 minutes trying to pull those marks up. I want to get to the punch. So what I have is this Air Dual Action Polisher, right? Just a regular Campbell, was it Campbell HAUSFELD or whatever, with a microfiber pad. I'm going to put it to the test with 1500 sanding marks. I got Fast Correcting Cream by Griots. I'm going to use this microfiber cutting pad by Meguiar's. Let me shake my compound up. I don't have this primed. Is this fluffy? Yeah, I guess it's fluffy. It's been sitting in my box. I believe it's clean, right? Yeah, it's clean from the last time I used it. I'm just going to put 3 little pea-sized, Texas-sized peas. We got some pretty big peas here in Texas. I'm going to go over this area. Now keep in mind, I am working in my little garage down here off the side of my home. I'm not by my big garage where I keep my Lexus. I've got a big air compressor in there. Down here at my shop, I think it's 15-gallon tank. It's a little cheap piece of crap Sears. I've owned it for 12 years. There's not even a filter in the line. I'm probably going to get water shooting out of this machine. Let's see what it can do with these 1500 sanding marks. Will it remove them completely? I don't know. I will do 4 or 5 section passes, no pressure with my finger, and do relatively low arm speeds. Just 4 or 5. I'll feel it as I go along. Let me see what the compound will do for me. But more importantly, let me see what my air compressor can do for me. It already sounds like it wants to die, but we'll try it. Let's go. poor compressor. There are 3 section passes there. How fun is this? Let me get that air compressor up to pressure. I won't move the DA. I've done 3 passes, I believe. Let me do 2 more as quick as my tank can get up there. And let's see what I can remove. I don't want to move the DA. I don't want somebody to say, hey, you moved it. You did a section pass without us knowing about it. Hold on, folks. So sorry. I'm in my little work shed with the smallest piece of crap air compressor. Let it catch up to speed. 3 section passes. Now my compound's starting to flash, right? We'll push through it. Let's see what happens. This might be a miserable fail, but hell, it will be fun. So I've done 3 passes. When you see what this will do for 1,500 sand marks with 4 or 5 section passes with no pressure, relatively low arm speed, I want you to then translate what that can do for you, just simply removing some of the easiest defects off paint for about 80% of the buying public that wants paint correction. A lot of us, my industry folks, will do everything to get you to buy into false hope. They'll also try to get you to buy some of the sexiest tools on the planet. The Rupes is great, the Griot's is great, but they have limits, they have expectations, and when you understand them, and then you understand tools that might get the job done better for you, unfortunately you're not really going to want to go to my industry to find them. They want to sell you the mistress in the room, the $400 mistress. They want to sell you the sexy machine. Again, they're all great and fine. I own 2 Rupeses. I'm not beating them up completely. But here we go. My air compressor is still running. Let me push through it, do 2 more section passes before you guys turn the video off. Okay, my poor air compressor is about ready to die. I think it's time to buy a new one anyway, right? Maybe this video will kill it all together. Let me come in here and just remove this compound. Holy smokes, folks. Holy smokes, folks. Man, I need to get... Here we go. Let me show you what this little thing did. 5 section passes, no pressure, relatively low arm speeds, a microfiber pad, and Griot's fast correcting cream. Here we go. If you notice, I didn't stay inside the grit marks all that well. I got some on the border here, but let's go in towards where they were. They are gone. Every bit of the 1,500 marks are gone. There's nothing there. Let me come down here where I missed some of the stuff. Here we go. We start to see them. I didn't drop down this far with my microfiber. I stayed up there. We'll go back up to where I cut, right in the middle of that path. 1,500 grit, completely gone after 5 section passes, a piece of crap compressor, a $35 machine with a microfiber cutting pad. Folks, that is unbelievably impressive. Could you imagine what this machine can do for you for $35 and an air compressor for 150 bucks if you're just trying to remove light defects that most people want off the paint for daily drivers, swirls, spider webs, holograms, restore shining gloss. Folks, this machine will blow away the Rupes all day long. It's just a fact. I love you all. I'm not trying to hurt any one of you. I don't tell you to throw away your Rupes. It's a great swirl killer. It will do amazing things for 80% of the buying public, faster than the Griot 6-inch machine can do it, faster than the Porta Cable, faster than the Harbor Freight. Guess what? That makes it a high demand tool. but it will never do that with 1500 marks with 5 section passes and a piece of crap compressor trying to run that machine with no pressure. I love you all. I am done. I am moving away, trying to help some of you understand how easy paint correction can really be for all of you. If you listen to my industry, they'll sell you the mistress. They'll sell you the sexy girl in the corner. They'll sell you false hope, and you'll drive yourself crazy. I love you all. Talk to you later.